So, hello and welcome. My name's Steve Nobel, and today I'm speaking with Aang Aakha on the subject of star children. Now, Aang experienced a rapid awakening in 2008, changing his reality from a computer architect to a spiritual architect. Since then, he's been sharing the dynamics and application of etheric energy both as a trainer and as a facilitator. He assists in creating accelerated change by redefining and restructuring the way we look at reality. Aang is a starseed and works with the Galactic Council. And here on the physical plane is the founder of Sacred Heart Awakening, and the website is sacredheartawakening.com. So hi Aang.
Hi Steve, it's great to be on this interview with you.
Now we've known each other for a few years. I know a little bit about your journey, but maybe would you share something about your awakening, what's been going on for you?
Oh, definitely. It's completely changed the way I kind of look at my world, and it's brought me to a space where I now believe that we as individuals are totally sort of reflecting our reality through us, and starting to, rather than moving from a space of things being done to me, not moving to a space of like, I'm responsible for my space, and it's completely shifted the way I do things. It's allowed me a lot more freedom in my life, and at the same time, it's opened up a whole new avenue. Like now, energy or etheric energy, I see it as an extension, of my physical reality. And it's been phenomenal, just on working from that space going forward, rather than just having, I would say in inverted commas, my old 3D self. Yeah. And the connection and the support, that was another whole aspect to my world. I never used to believe in the afterlife or spirit, in inverted commas, and after the awakening I've had rapid experiences where I had confirmations coming directly from the world of spirit, like my grandparents that had passed away, etc., sharing stuff with me. It was absolutely phenomenal. So that allowed me to sort of trust and believe in the spirit world so much more stronger, and that goes exactly to the same, within the Starseed world. It just brought a whole new perspective or different aspects into my reality, which was both very exciting and terrifying at the same time, because it was very, very new to me.
I expect most people understand the term Starseed, but how do you understand Starseed?
We have, within each one of us, we have what I would call different aspects of self. So the person, like myself, yourself, we are just like a singular aspect of what I would call an essence of the oversoul or the higher self. And so there's other parts of us that are living at this very specific time, on this very specific timeline, if you want to call it, because we live in linear time, and we're having other experiences in other realities. And these experiences are what I would call star experiences, like on different planets, star systems, etc. So, we just choose two now. We can just choose Pleiades and Sirius as an example. So what's happening is that the more we start connecting internally, rather than looking outside for stuff, we start opening up the connections within us. And when we start opening up to these connections within us, we start opening up to the other aspects of self. So we start opening up to the essence of the Pleiadian self, or the essence of the Sirian self. And we're able to start making these connections. And when we start making these connections, it's an essence of sort of knowledge moving both ways, energy moving both ways. So we are able to ground energy or create connection between the different aspects of self and the different star systems. And I believe that's a core function of why we as starseeds are here on the planet, because our bodies are this most amazing technology that's allowed to anchor, ground, and connect energy through these etheric planes and through these etheric systems, like Pleiades, where we have our connections with, and Sirius, as I just chatted about.
Do you find that looking at the world looks very different if you're connected in a more multidimensional way? If you have a sense of the different parts of you active in different planes, how was that experience?
It's brought through a whole new level of trust that everything is going to be okay. And also at the same time, it brings through an essence of your guidance, your intuition becomes also very redefined, and you'll end up meeting a lot of people that's on a very similar journey as you.
Yeah.
So you'll end up meeting a lot of starseeds, and together we start doing planetary work as an example. So we basically like create these little communities, and we have like a common purpose. And whichever group we get drawn to, or groups we get drawn to, we will experience different aspects of that energy through those groups.
Do you find that life, I mean, I think I can answer it probably for you, but that life seems to become more fluid once you start waking up? Because I know you've just come back from Bali and you're traveling, you've been to South Africa and Europe and now here for a bit. Do you find life is definitely more fluid for you now once you've been waking up to this multidimensional nature?
Oh, 100%. It becomes, and the one thing that I'll share with the audience, always trust your intuition. Because when you start trusting your intuition, life becomes very, very fluid. It takes on its own path, and at the same time you let go of a lot of resistance, and that's what creates that fluidity.
So what do you think's happening now on the earth? On the one hand, you have, I can resonate with life being more fluid and more joyful and looking at reality in a different way, and yet the world is in a certain amount of volatility and chaos, isn't it?
Yes. When we start, if you had to look at each one of our own journeys, before we went through a shift or a change, we went through our own chaos. And to me, it's sort of because that's what shifted our reality tremendously. So, when you start looking at in a global picture format and you start stepping back, you can see exactly the same happening on this level. People are starting to question a lot of things, but not just government, but religion itself. And the other core thing that's happening at the moment is what I call authenticity. The more authentic individuals are to themselves, the more authenticity they are seeing in the real world.
Yeah.
So a lot of things that were lying basically covered or underground is now starting to come to the surface, and which are starting to rock, people's perceptions of government, religion, dot.
Yeah. I guess you'd agree with me that the star children, of which we are also both star children, have come in to change the world in some way. And there are a whole kind of waves of different star children that people talk about. What do you see as these different phases? Do you agree with it, this indigo, crystal, rainbow idea?
Yeah, if you look at the age, I think our age groups kind of define us in which categories we've basically fallen into.
Yeah.
We would have been part of the indigo phase. And then after the indigo phase, I think was the crystalline, the crystal children, and then it's now the rainbow children. But to me, we all are star seeds, and these star children, it's sort of it's different phases of energy. It's the best way. If you had to bring too much energy into the body, the body will basically fuse. So even if you had to step back and look at it and say things have to be gradual, so there's different phases that come in to prepare the body to this new form of etheric energy. So the indigos will give rise to the crystals, and the crystals will give rise to the rainbows, as an example. It's just more of bringing more energy, more connection.
No, it seems to me one of the traits that all star children have is sensitivity. I know I've had a great sensitivity, and I know a lot of people I've spoken to have this issue of sensitivity. What would you advise children or parents of star children around this issue of sensitivity?
When it comes to the sensitivity, the best way to work with it is basically try as much as you can to disengage from the external sort of news, the external sort of because there's a lot of distraction trying to get your energy, whether it's just the news, the television, gaming, everything is trying to grab the attention, and that's where the sensitivity even gets even more higher. And it's just if you're able to sort of for an example, maybe stop listening to news as an example for a day or two, and just to see if the sensitivity drops, and because those are the things that grabs the energy, everything that's trying to pull energy away from you. So, if you can take away that external influence, or slowly take away some of that external influence, you will notice a great shift in the children being able to be a lot more coherent and a lot more centered within this space. And then the other thing is also becoming a lot more playful. That, to me, that's very big, and I feel that's missing, that's really missing from today's society. Everything is very serious. Yeah, and if you have to become a lot more playful, bring back the playful energy, that energy of joy, as an example, it will make the body a lot more stronger.
Now, I know myself, as you know, this indigo phase you talked about, I went through the school system, and basically it wasn't too bad. You know, I kind of had that more warrior-like approach, but a lot of the new kids coming in are struggling. You know, the crystal and rainbow ones, they're rebelling, and they have the ADHD and all the rest of it. Is there any advice you can give to parents of children, or if their children are having this kind of trouble?
It's once again, it's that essence of bringing that joy back into that space, bringing that playfulness back into the space, because there's a lot of demand that's put onto the children now, and you know, it's like having these intense, like really high grades, and you know, having this really like extreme focus as an example. No, it's about just trying to shift that energy a bit, because you know, with too extreme focus, what happens is that sometimes we tend to move away from the things that we love doing the most, because we are focused on something totally different. And just allowing, you know, the children as an example to find out really, you know, truly what is their passions, what is it that they really love doing, what is it that they really love experiencing. Because if they have that as coming in as a flow into the space and into their reality, it doesn't matter when they go to school, they will still excel at what they do, because they have their passion as an outlet.
Yeah.
Whether it's music, whether it's drawing, whether it's art, you know, whether it's dancing, whether it's nature, it's like it's something that they have, because they don't have this outlet. You know, they have this inner conflict within themselves, because reality seems to be very mismatched from what it is they're feeling, what it is that they're experiencing, and they feel that if they do not follow what the parents or the schools are showing them, you know, there's something wrong with them. And when the case is actually the opposite, you know, there's nothing wrong with them. It's basically the mismatch is actually on the outside, and it's not within themselves.
Now, I guess there's a lot of Starseed teenagers. I've met a few of them myself, and you know, some of them don't really want to be here. I guess there's a lot of adults, Starseed adults, who don't want to be here. What advice would you give to a teenager, or to a parent of a teenager, of someone who really doesn't want to be here?
I mean, with most of the Starseeds that I worked with as well, that is the most common trait. And even if they look at ourselves, you know, in much younger years, myself, I didn't want to be. I felt this planet was a very harsh place.
Yeah.
The one thing I've come to learn is that we are here for a reason. You know, I don't look at anything as being random. I look at it as a space of design. And, you know, the children and the adults that are here right now, there's an element of like wildness just being here, because of the energy, you know, each one of them present, and the uniqueness they present to the planet. And the best form of advice I could give is just try to put yourself into a space to ask yourself, you know, what it is that you truly love doing, and slowly start to follow that. Because as soon as you start following that passion, things automatically, synchronistically come into effect. Because one of the things that everyone experiences within this reality or this realm is that we feel that we've always been alone. We don't have any support, any connection. And it's directly the opposite. There's tons of support, there's tons of connection. But we have to start trusting in that and allowing that to take form. Because reality is co-created with your spirit, you know, with your connections. It's you know, so the more you start trusting in that and start following the guidance and start following the things that make you happy, the greater the fluidity, and you'll be able, you know, you start enjoying your earth experience rather than wanting to move away from it.
Now, I've got a couple of grandkids, and they're like 8 and 7, and one of the things I'm mindful of is, on the one hand, I'm presenting them a magical reality. On the other hand, their particular school, they go to a Catholic school, is presenting them a very different reality. And I'm mindful of not wanting to confuse them too much, you know, like telling them it's a magical universe, you know, and their school's going, no, it's this universe. So how do we navigate these kids who are being taught in one way? There's two different realities, isn't there, that they're seeing? Must be very confusing. What advice would you give? Like someone like me, okay, what advice would you give me about how can I help my granddaughter navigate that?
The best way, I mean, to me, the best approach is literally allowing them to make the decisions on their own, and having because they will have the experiences, and within themselves they will trust what it is that feels right within their space. It's not about holding back and sharing what's possible. You know, if I knew what I knew now when I was a child, as an example, I mean, I would have been blown away by my whole reality. And it's not that I'm not grateful for where I am. It's just that I've never had that form of, like, I knew that there was this other alternate sort of experiences I could have because this is how I thought my reality was. Once again, it's not about forcing the information through. It's just gently sharing that these are possibilities. What if, like, or calling them planting the seeds.
Yeah.
If you had to look at things this specific way, rather than this way, and it could be a very interesting sort of experiences. And to me, these experiences will just allow individuals to find, to find their own space and find their own way.
Great. Now, do you want to say something on your work with star children before? I know you're going to do a meditation. What do you do with star children or parents of star children?
It's helping them, have a different perspective on literally like what they or their children are experiencing, and allowing that to take a much more stronger form and shape into the space. Because throughout this journey, I've come to learn that, it does not matter whether it's individuals awakening, having their own spiritual awakening, or even starting to open the space into, like, or connecting to the starseed aspects of self and anchoring the energy more. It's about opening them up to the reality that there's so much more to themselves, and by able to give them some sort of tools to start to access those portions and navigate, or create the world that's more authentic to what it is that they would love to experience.
So I know you're going to do a meditation, so over to you.
No, lovely. So I would like you to just get a bit comfortable. And just close the eyes. Taking a few deep breaths in. Slow, deep breaths. Relaxing the body, relaxing the mind. And just feeling, visualizing your space being filled with a beautiful mist, a golden mist. Feeling this light starting to touch the skin, and you're starting to breathe in this light and feeling this light starting to anchor, flow through the body. Relaxing the body even further. And aligning and balancing the energy centers within the body. As we now bring our awareness, our thoughts to the top of our head, visualizing a pillar of light coming from straight above, from the cosmos, the universe, a beautiful pillar of light straight down to the top of the head, the crown of the head, straight down the spinal column, and straight into the earth. Just anchoring your energy connecting you with the Great Mother. And at the center of this pillar, is a golden thread, and this golden thread is connected to your essence, your vibration, your core, and just feeling this golden thread starting to slowly vibrate within this pillar of light, and just feeling these vibrations moving through your body. Slow, deep breaths. And now taking another deep breath in and feeling this pillar of light starting to grow even larger till you feel yourself within the pillar, your whole body is within this pillar of light. And bringing that focus to this golden thread again and feeling it vibrate even more, and just feeling the waves moving through your body. Awakening, resonating, and restructuring. All of your cells into alignment to your greatest truth. And just allow whatever thoughts coming in your mind from a space of observation as you open up your connections multidimensionally. Receiving any messages, any inspirations within the space. Making connection to those aspects of self that you've been unconscious to. Trusting in your higher self in spirit. And awakening the multidimensional aspect of self. Just feeling that love of spirit flooding your body. Of your spirit, your connection, your multidimensionality. ready, take a deep breath in, just bringing the awareness back to your body. And on the next deep in-breath, just drawing in all of the energy back into yourself. And when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes.